Today we go to our ground control crew in Santa Fe, where the 2027 Deep Probe Mars mission is set to take off. Ever since Captain Smith was a wee baby girl, she dreamed of going to Mars.
When I was a girl, I used to shine powerful laser pointers up at fighter jets. Remember Malaysia Airlines? That was me. You know, I'd look up at the night sky and I'd look at the moon and I'd think, what if there was something even further away?
Captain Smith has assembled a team of astronauts and researchers to start the first colony on Mars.
I've got my crack team working around the clock to make sure that the colony runs exactly as I designed it.
Hello. We are ground control. We are in charge of keeping the colonists safe and secure.
So what's the plan for when the astronauts finally reach Mars?
Well, after the ship touches down, Captain Smith is going to implement her stable government down on the planet and is going to research rocks as a potential currency source.
Rocks?
Rocks. If you think about it, Mars is really just one big rock, and what are planets but giant rocks hurling through God's ultimate plan?
But why rocks?
Yes.
Well, why don't we meet the first inhabitants of Mars? They're a great age group of researchers, sociologists, and Smith stepkids, Carla and MarMar.
You're not our real mom, Leslie!
It's Captain Smith to you, okay?
Hi, I'm Datt Mamon. Have you seen Good Will Hunting? I've also seen that movie.
Well, there's bound to be lots of rare gems and minerals and rare minerals on Mars, so, I'm super excited for that.
Hey, I'm not like the other girls. I'm going to Mars because it's pretty anti-establishment. That's super me. I wear Converse to prom.
Ann Anders, sociology major, hometown Providence, hobbies, macrame, kayaking, and keeping my sick body looking fine.
Finn Samuels, sociology minor. I'm fucking Ann.
Contrary to popular belief, sociologists are actually very smart and important, and we're going to use our vast knowledge to run the colony on Mars.
Yeah, why would we need sociologists on Mars?
I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm Mark. I represent Festive Kyle, our stand-up comedian on the Deep Probe mission.
That's right, baby. My comedy is out of this world.
Excuse my client here, though he got kicked out of every open mic on Earth, he has the talent to thrive as the only stand-up comedian on Mars.
I'm president of Pad Thai Omega at Duke, and so now I'm going to Mars to recruit some hot alien pledges. This is my little Kayla. I love her.
You smell so bad. Anyway, when my dad offered to finance this spring break trip to Mars, I was like, sure, whatever, fine, Dad. I'm the bartender. Want me to buy you a drink? Well, I can't. I live off tips. I'll do anything for tips. I'm head of space HR. I'm just here to be a confidential resource in case anybody needs to report anything. But please, dear God, don't report anything.
With this Craigslist source group of experts, what could go wrong?
Shoot for the Mars!
Mars will be grand, Mars will be great, Mars will be gay, Mars will be straight, Mars will have rocks, Mars will have me, Mars will have ice, Mars will have cream, Mars will be free, Mars will be Mars will be flat, I'm not so sure, Mars will have nerds, Mars will have jocks, Mars will have balls, Mars will have cocks. We came a long way to make this place our home. Mars will be sweet. Mars will be dope. Mars will be neat. Mars will have love. Mars will have lube. Mars will have life. Mars will have boob. Mars won't have conflict. Mars won't have death. Mars won't have bad guys. On Mars we'll have sex. Mars will be right. Mars will be left. Mars will be tight. We came a long way to make this place our home. Traveling through space and time we roam. Pioneers of planets, moons, and stars. This will be our colony on Mars.
I'm Leslie Smith and I'm captain of this ship. I just wanna thank you all for this successful trip. I can't wait to see this thing through. I, Captain Smith, love all of you.
We love you too. We love you too. We love you too. Long way to make this place our home.
Through space and time we roam!
Oh my god! Wasn't Captain Smith allergic to peanuts? Oh my god!
Lighten up, everyone! Who died? Kyle, she literally just died.
Okay, someone go get a doctor. Did we really not bring a doctor?
We got a stand-up comedian, but we didn't bring a doctor?
Well, they say laughter is the best medicine.
What are we gonna do without our beers? HR school did not prepare me for this.
Someone get me a cigarillo!
No, that would lower oxygen levels by 10%.
Seriously, guys, we really need to figure out a plan.
First things first, we need a funeral.
I'll officiate. I'm the hottest. My idea over how my Datt go.
Go get him,
No
babe.
socks. Here lies Captain Smith. Icon, visionary, impotent. Whoever takes over has some big crocs to fill.
Or maybe we should let the captain's stepkid say a few words.
Fine, Carla, MarMar. You sucked, stepmom.
Bye, stepmom.
See you at Mars hell.
What's that thing in the
Oh no, okay, no, that's mine. It's mine now. Get back.
Can I see it?
No, only Finn and I can read on Mars. We went over this.
Oh, right. I think the brochure did say
That makes perfect sense.
Read it out loud. Yeah, what's it say?
I will. It says, if I, Captain Smith, am to die of a peanut allergy, two people, a male and a female.
That's heteronormative.
Okay. Virility and fertility, capable of producing viable offspring, will assume power over the Mars deep probe colony. And the female will be blonde and have an ass that just won't quit.
Wait a minute, did she really say that?
85% of the time people say what they really mean. I read that statistic in the Atlantic, so.
My dad says when he dies, I'll get his 3 votes.
That really doesn't sound like something stepmom would say.
Hey, listen everybody, we have to find someone who fits these descriptions.
Okay, I have an idea. We'll just see who fits in her cracks. See, it fits, and whoa, it fits you too.
Oh, it touches my foot!
No, it just fits you snug. And now we're the leaders, and that's how it goes.
Whoa!
What?
Man, I can't believe we had to go to Hershey Park with stepmom and we didn't even get the colony.
This blows. A lot to write up for HR.
This will be our colony on Mars.
ummed and ahed so much.
Whoa.
Let me explain it to you.
Listen here, kid. We're in power now. You know what that means. We can do anything, whatever we please. We got the power. Power's what we're gonna get. We may be morally wrong. They're politically correct.
You understand me yet?
Oh, I think I do.
Then repeat it back to me.
Baby, I'm about to.
Shower.
No, that's wrong!
Shower's what we're gonna get. I may be wearing a thong, but I'm pathetically erect.
Okay.
Ever since we majored in sociology, they told us that the top was just a place we'd never be. But look at us now, we got a place up in the stars. We're gonna make them call us King and Queen of Mars. Oh, I get it now. We're gonna rule. We won't get picked on like we did in school. We got the power. Power's what we're gonna get. We may be morally wrong, but we're politically correct. We'll make some laws about the rocks and the stones. We'll make them put the pretty ones on our thrones. I'm not trying to sound cliche, but I always wanted to be the evil queen someday. Scooby-Doo-Bop, Zip-a-da-boo, Floobity-Bop. I need a little slew. We got the power. Power's what we're gonna get. We may be morally wrong. But we're politically correct.
Okay, now we need to give these plankton krills some jobs.
Good insult, babe. I hate doing work by myself.
Okay, get me the redhead, the rich bitch, the shitty comedian, and his agent.
Get in here, peasants.
What's up, man? Okay, nope, you will call us king and queen now.
Oh, yeah. Good thing I brought these Burger King hats instead of any relics or family photos.
Okay, we brought you here because we need an entourage, all enlightened despots of entourages.
Did somebody say entourage? Like the show? It counts on the fucking time. Chill out.
Okay, we need to make some new space rules around here. Kyle, don't tell jokes, okay? Mark, keep him from making jokes.
What about limericks?
No! No! No!
Very good job. Oh, you have some skills.
Oh, I haven't eaten since college.
Okay, Kayla, your job is to skin rabbits for my fur gloves.
There are like no rabbits on Mars.
Sounds like your problem.
And Karan, your job is to polish my space basketball court every morning.
Are you sure? I'm gonna be really busy meeting new aliens and getting them to realize how life-changing Pad Thai Omega is.
Well, guess what? If you don't polish my space basketball court, I will burn your sorority letters in front of your litter.
No, I'll conform.
Yeah.
Okay, scribe, get over here. Mark, that's you. Cheese. Everyone needs to get their bits and tits and clits and shits together.
Rule number 1. Everyone has to major in sociology. Whatever that means to you.
When you wake up naked and afraid on purpose, you're going to wish you knew who Emil Durkheim was.
Rule number 2. Everyone has to wake up every morning to God's plan by our Lord and Savior Dre.
What
My dick is soft as fuck.
Okay, number 3. Rocks are now currency, and we own all of it. Oh, okay. No, not you all. Us.
But as members of our inner circle, you guys will be paid 1 rock per annum.
That's fine, but I prefer 1 rock per anus. Get it?
Garbage jobs like us.
Garbage jobs. The others will be picking rocks for us as currency in the space mines, okay? Have you ever been in a space mine?
Do I look like I've been in a space mine?
It's like the series of unfortunate events, except that it's only one singular unfortunate event. And that unfortunate event is that you're in a space mine!
Now go make your queen Biatch proud. Kyle, get back here, not Mark, just Kyle.
Go get it, baby.
Okay, Kyle. This is Captain Smith's will. Wills are not for reading. They are for keeping in your shoe and not showing to anyone. Am I clear?
Crystal clear, Queen.
Awesome, bye.
Babe, why did you give Captain Smith's will to Dan Cook over there? Doesn't it say that we're not actually supposed to be in charge?
No one will ever suspect that Kyle has the will.
Oh, you're so smart. I just want to kiss you on the freaking mouth.
That's canceled.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I am so tired in working in those space mines for 3 whole days. I don't know how much more I can take. I know. Let's play a game. I spy with my little eye something red. Is it a rock? Okay, my turn. I spy with my little eye something burgundy. Oh wait, is it a rock? Yeah!
Yes, another red rock on Mars.
Oh, this game is so fun. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm leaving.
Oh, me too.
You don't have to agree with everything I say.
No, that you're so right.
On number 7, Mondays are now Wednesdays, but Wednesdays are still Wednesdays.
Oh my God, I can't believe we have to work for these neoliberal snake charmers.
Like 3 days ago, they were just like us, and now they're the king and queen. What's up with that?
Law number 8. Everyone needs to report to HQ for a mandatory nail inspection. Now!
What even is a nail inspection?
It's new. It's a new thing we're trying. Just don't be weird about it. It's only weird if you make it weird.
That doesn't even help. Let's just go. It's better not to disobey.
Hey sis, wait up. Listen, I don't want to get my nails inspected.
You know what? Me either. Let's frolic and thrash and do cool stuff like we used to do on Earth.
Yeah. And, hey, no, don't do that. But you know what we could do is we could say things that we weren't allowed to say, like the king and queen suck donkey butt.
Oh my God, you're so right. You know, I'll say it. I'd rather even be in drool school right now.
Hey, come on, school wasn't all drool. AP Chinese was the bee's knees. AP Comp was English lit. We learned about Animal Farm and shit. And you know what? Animal Farm is just like this situation that we're in right now. Except my name's not Napoleon, it's MarMar de Crunchy. And there's no animals. And we're on Mars, too.
That was a really great extended metaphor, brother.
Thank you.
But we can't just let them tell us what to do. I mean, it's gotta be illegal.
I know, but who are we gonna tell? Like, the president? There's no president.
Yeah. I mean, we could tell HR.
Oh, come on. She looks like she's a wax figure just straight out of Madame Tussauds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she looks like she's really ugly and she smells so bad.
Yeah, and you know what? I can tell when I look in her eye that she's having impure thoughts.
What about ground control?
Oh yeah, ground control.
ground control. We're all virgins here. What can I help you with?
Hi, this is Carla DeCrunchy from the Deep Probe mission, and we were just wondering if you could give us any insight into how this is gonna...
Oh my god, it's a girl.
A girl? That's your body!
I think I'm just gonna take this one.
Oh no, not today, Matt. You get to answer the phone for 25 years and I'm sick of it! Give me the phone!
Okay, so first of all, you're being super loud. Second of all, real classy that you decided to do this now.
Oh, class? You want to talk about class? Mr. I pulled the plug on my mom so I could go to a ska concert?
That was my dad, you comical man.
Maybe I could talk to her? Idiot! Yeah, this is Ground Control Scout Gazpacho mission leader here. How may I be of service?
Yeah, hi, so Captain Smith died and then the sociologist took control, and now we have to listen to God's plan every morning.
God's plan? That's a banger.
Oh my god. There's a girl on the phone, you're talking about Drake? Hi, this is Matt. I love women.
They're just really shitty rulers, okay? So can you, like, do something about it?
Have you tried restarting the spaceship?
Why don't you just tell her that we have like 6 other colonies that we need to work on and that we can't just babysit them all day?
Tell them to stay positive. Be the change to see the change to be the change. Like it says in my Lululemon bag.
I guess just like be positive. I don't know. I love you. Bye.
Be the change to see the change to then be the change again? What a load of bull, man.
Hey, maybe it's my liberal arts education talking, but I think if we were in charge, we'd do everything perfectly.
No more rocks and no more tears.
Yeah.
Let's kick this Mars colony into gear. I'm talking honest work and equal pay, but not in rocks. Why is our currency rocks?
Carla, listen, I've had enough. We should run this place because we've got the right stuff. We've got everything rebels could ever need, like an ideology and this ziplock of weed. Hey, ground control, we got a colony we need to build. Hey, ground control, you gotta help us not get killed. Hey, ground control, won't you need our call? Cause the ones you sent here to protect us won't help us at all.
Oh, God. Hello? They're not answering anymore. What are they doing?
Beep, bop, bop, boom. Guys, I think this thing is broken.
I'm calling IT. 555-684-7. It's ringing. Hello? Hello? I can't hear you. Hey, tech support. My console isn't working. Hey, tech support. It's moving when it should be beeping. Hey, tech support. Wait, Matt, isn't this a special Mars phone? Matt, I can't hear it. It's making this buzzing noise. I think I hung up on them. Shit!
What in the world? That was so weird. What are you gonna do, Carla? This is crazy. I mean, I'm starting to think we don't even need them. I'm starting to think we could do this ourselves, you know? Between your unfinished entrepreneurial degree and my unfinished skinhead haircut.
Hey, MarMar, sounds like you want a revolution.
Hey, Carla, sounds like you want one too.
Hey, king and queen, we're coming around to get ya. Hey, ground control, fuck you.
Sam? Hear ye, hear ye. Royal subjects, gather round. Listen up.
When are we gonna get our rocks? I'm gonna buy several Nuva rings for science.
Ew. Science?
Okay, here's how it goes. So you know how Captain Smith designated rocks as currency, so we're gonna get 90% of those rocks, and we're gonna buy cool shit with it. And like, in many, many years,
it will eventually trickle down to the rest of you.
Ooh, tell me what the inner circle is getting. Don't make me do this!
The inner circle gets 1 rock because we pay them to not think critically about what we're doing.
Hey, why don't you just give us the rocks now so that we don't wait for them to trickle down?
Yeah. Oh, I hear you. I'm using reflective listening. See, the problem with that is, we wouldn't be rich. Do you get that? Do you understand that?
No, there's no problem.
So I actually like this system because it works really well for my dad and his dad on Earth, and I think I should be rich on Mars too, so.
Okay, wait. So we're starting a new society and you still want inequality?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't want to talk to people in the bottom 80%.
That's like 80% of people!
Yeah!
Do you guys hear something? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stick with this. I say we divide up the rocks equally. Yeah! 10 rocks a person! Yeah! There we go!
How would a system like that even work? It's called sharing, doofus. Sharing? Sharing? I'm not familiar with that. I truly am very lost.
Sharing resources keeps people alive.
Yeah! Sorry, I'm still having a little trouble wrapping my head around this idea. Could you explain it one more time?
Divide the rock!
I'm sure you think we're wrong, so now's the time for an obligatory rock song. Your rules just aren't fair. You get the rocks, but we can't afford health care. Time's up, check out. The people must divide the rock. Rock, no, rock, no, rock, no, rock, no, rock, no, rock, no.
Quit crying, get back in line. Not another word, not another whine. It's always been, this is how it's gotta go. Just like Troy, you gotta stick to the status quo.
Once you start making the laughs, you can divide the rocks in half.
Yeah, rhymes a week, we've got writer's block. We don't want to divide the rock.
No.
51. You must have the correct stance on Israel by the end of the day.
Okay, anyway, guys. Samantha, my friends, you guys, thank you all for choosing the side of justice, morality, and tikkun olam.
I mean, you guys were more just like the lesser of two evils, like Pepsi Cola or Hillary Clinton.
Well, regardless, now that we're all here, MarMar and I are going to tell you our very safe and completely well thought out plan of how to take control of the colony.
Exactly. So the first thing we're going to do is we're all going to raise our left hand and swear a blood oath to the revolution.
Okay, not to be like super annoying, so annoying, but we're supposed to be studying the mineral content on Mars.
Yeah, and my HR handbook, because I'm from HR, says to avoid conflict at all costs.
Okay, guys, but this is more important right now.
Yeah. Listen, we can't be going and doing this all at once. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to slowly break their so-called resolve to live so that we can take over the colony.
Yes. So this plan has many phases, but the most important is number 1. Ready? tomfoolery. So, instead of going to the Mars, we trick the king and queen and just like spin the bottle all day, but with no bottle and no kissing.
Yeah! Wait, aren't we doing that right now?
Great job, phase 1 complete.
That's great, mission accomplished. So now we move on to phase 2, all right? You guys all go to the space mines except for you, Samantha. And when you get there, I want you to try to get cell phone reception. Just keep walking until you get cell phone reception, and don't come back until then, all right? Thank you. You are free to go. All right, so here's the plan. I'm thinking we should use spoons to dig under the king and queen's palace, cover it with a poster of Rita Hayworth, and then crawl out through the sewers.
Okay, or plan B. We get someone who's already inside the palace to tell us how to break in. But who would be stupid enough to give us that information?
Yeah.
Festive Kyle! My best friend! Wow, look at this!
Wow, how you doing, Kai? Kai, great to see you. You know, let me get you a chair and sit down. Tell us some jokes, man.
Yeah, how's everyone doing tonight? I've been working on my impression of Marlon Brando. You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding.
Oh my God! Kyle, I am deceased! That was so... This gotta be on SNL.
This gotta be on SNL. I also got a tight 45 about how women won't sleep with me and why it's their fault, right?
All right, Kyle, that sounds like a real gut buster, buddy, but we'll talk about that not in the presence of women. Good? But you know what's funny is the security around the king and queen's castle. Hilarious. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, the king and queen only let me perform in the outhouse, so I don't know much about the security. But they did tell me to keep this will under safety.
Oh, give it to us. Give it. What is it? Oh my God.
Hey, you want to hear my impression of Malcolm X?
MarMar, this is huge.
Holy shit, Carla, this is amazing. Samantha, you have to go tell the people in the mines. We can use this for the revolution.
Revolution! Should we read it?
Yeah, let's read it. One more.
Oh, no, it's done. Okay. If I, Leslie Thelonious Smith, am to die, ground control has control of the colony?
Ground control? Those nerd virgins?
We can't let them take control, but wait. The only people who know about the will are you and me and the king and queen, right?
Right.
But if we take control, we'll be lying.
Yeah, but maybe I have an idea.
10,000 miles high, watch them just fly by, twinkling like night lights, lost in the twilight. You'll find a white line passes on right by, ethical sight line, lost in the night sky. All a lie is one little statement you could have thought was true, but you knew that it was not.
MarMar, white lies matter.
No, they don't.
Dad always told us that lying was wrong.
Yes, but did he think of when you're trying to make things right?
10,000 miles high, rocks just fly twinkling like night lights, lost in the twilight. White passes on right by, ethical sight lines, lost in the night sky.
The thing about white lies, they're American as apple pies, like Washington or the cherry tree or the look in OJ's eyes.
Or that old top hat to cover up his bald spots so shiny and so flat.
Yes, then there's that president who started all that drama. Born out in Kenya, his name was Nick Kinley.
Consider old Clinton, who really loved the females, a good honest up here on Mars. They twinkle and fade so new truths can be made.
All right, peasants. Watch me dunk this zero-gravity basketball. Space Jam! Ahead! Come on, thank you. Come on, getting too much. I love being king of the court.
Polish my space silverware?
Yeah, they're drying in the microwave.
You fucking idiot. Goddamn adorable. I'd throw you off the side of this planet faster than you could say FBI Director James Comey. Stop it.
Oh man, space basketball is tiring. I don't know how Air Bud does it. Bud!
Go on, Kyle. It will feel good for you.
Not this again.
Slide on it.
Good boy. Now, what do I have to do today? Oh, right. Nothing because I'm a freaking boss. Mouth.
How is this helping me get any better in comedy? Can I just tell my jokes about how men are like this, but women are like that?
Listen, Kyle, everyone pays their dues. Seinfeld worked on a kibbutz picking chickpeas for hummus.
Quiet! Your queen has a headache. Now leave all together and get me Advil collectively as a team. Leave. What did I just say? I have
Oh!
I have a headache!
What is all that?
Headache!
Wow! What is all that racket? Jesus Christ.
It is I, Samantha! Your personal spy! Whoa! Different now.
Spy? We don't have a spy.
Sir, you hired me to be your personal 007?
What are you even talking about?
You told me to scout out for aliens because of your...
Nightmare. Did you find any aliens though?
No.
No, yeah, obviously. I was just asking people that are scared of them. Obviously, I'm not, so I don't know why you didn't even talk about it.
Anyway, so I was at the rebel camp. Rebel camp? And there is no rebel camp. There's just a dirty, dirty, dirty group of rock sharers who will come to love the free market. No, I'm not so sure because, you know, they found the will.
What?
Yeah, and they're planning a revolution.
Revolution? Oh, is that thing poor people do when they're on their periods?
No! It means they're gonna take everything away from you.
Everything?
Yeah, everything. They're gonna storm your castle, take your shit, and kill you. Oh my god. They're gonna steal our stuff and also kill you.
They're gonna take this and this and this.
No. And I have this really important hat collection. It's like really important.
You're so brave, babe. They're even gonna take my
Gold shake weight, big fat stacks. Take any more, I'll have a heart attack.
Cause if these rebel kids don't quit, we're gonna lose our shit. Hide the yacht and hide the avian, lock it all away. Hide the jewelry, hide the crystal, let's hide the gold bidet. Cancel Hulu, cancel Spotify, Nick's HBO Go.
Kill the very last remaining white African rhino.
Tennis courts,
Tough tuition.
fire all the house musicians.
If these rebel kids don't quit, we're gonna lose our shit.
Let's get out of here.
Oh,
We just wanna see ourselves now we've betrayed our trust.
Let's get out, make it quick. I'm going with that ginger chick. Let's get off this sinking ship, or we're gonna lose our shit.
Down with the king and queen's stupid laws!
They're the stupidest! What do we want?
Revolution! When do we want it?
When the song starts! He busts laws that no one asked. Revolution systems passed. The revolution is here to last tonight.
Tonight, tonight, tonight. Burn the throne and torch the bed. Future's future, past is dead. Be the ones to paint Mars red tonight. Tonight, tonight. Grab the guillotine, what they need is a scare. Save this colony from the pit of despair. Zero present rule will forever be gone. Soon the king and queen will be bested by pawns. By pawns, by pawns.
Yes! Here we go!
Yeah! Wait, I thought you betrayed us. Screw the queen and fuck the king. We came here to join your theme. Have our voice be heard and sing tonight, 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 tonight. We'll take all the help that we can get. If more of us unite, then our goal will be met. Storm the gates, tie the ropes around their hands. The people have won, 'cause united we stand. United we stand.
Bring out the king and queen! Stop the music! Stop! You royal toilets are about to be royal flush!
Okay, I know we've had some issues in the past.
And obviously we want to fix things if we can.
Excuse me. I have something I'd like to say to the two of you. Tell them. I am really disappointed in you. That's no good enough for my ample bosom.
You know what? Fuck you guys, okay? Can't you see you're upsetting my wife?
I'm very upset! Enough out of you two. You, for your crimes against the colony, you will be thrown into a venomous snake pit. And you'll have to fight a bunch of dogs.
Whatever.
Alien dogs.
Alien dogs?
Do you have anything else to say for yourself?
No, I'm good.
So what if you guys like put us back in charge? We could give you universal health care, new shoes, net neutrality. Sounds very good. And we can finally do that Harlem Shake video you've always been talking about.
Festive Kyle is the only one who wants to do the Harlem Shake video.
Con los terroristas.
Hey, we were about to see our team justice here. Yeah! We were going to divide the rocks.
Yeah!
And the responsibility.
Yeah!
And the organ.
Yeah!
Maybe we'll hold off on that last one. But things were about to get a lot more equal around here.
No! My power!
Get him out of here.
Oh, my power.
Let's rip up those crowns! Maybe we'll do it late. We'll do it later.
You don't want to rip up a crown right away. This thing's made of titanium.
They're around from
Carbon fiber.
We're just gonna store them here for now.
Yeah, we'll keep it.
But you guys, thank you so much for your help.
All right. Thank you. I don't know what to say in these moments always.
This is amazing.
Thank you. Power to the king. I mean the people.
Power to the king.
I spy with my little eye something with buttons. Phone. It's the phone. It's the phone. Every time it's the phone. It's the phone.
Hey, wait a minute. That might be my girlfriend.
You only talked to her like once.
Okay, and my parents only talked once before having me.
Those sound like have no stairs. But it's blessing. The music's stuck on full blast.
Great. Let me go back to my real work. Wait. Files, NASA, not born, secret, space, sectors, 7, radar, error, message, ignore, open, loading, porn, loading.
God, this music is annoying. Wanna sing about it?
No.
Hello there, Mr. Johnson. Yes, you've just reached ground control. No, sir, I have not heard of space plague. We'll get on that right now.
What was that about?
I don't know, mister. I have to read every file I say out loud.
You know I can't think silently with my condition.
I'm so bored. I hate space. Oh, dear God. Please take me from this place. Hello there, Mr. Johnson. Yes, you just reached ground control. No, sir, I've not heard of space AIDS. We'll get on that right now. Matt, stop looking at porn and open up Sector 6. We can watch porn this whole time?
Only me and Scott, and only when we're both in the same room.
I want not more secrets when you open when our message so enormous down in my crotch. You know, Matt, we have like 600 other colonies that we look over, and this is the only one that gives us any issues.
Yeah, the other 2 Mars colonies just found an ocean.
Wait, wouldn't a space revolution be like really bloody and horrible?
Yeah, and by the way, when you were on the phone, did my girlfriend mention me? Because like, I'm worried about her, and I'm gonna be like weird, clingy.
You know, she did say you were being weird and clingy. Guys, what are we doing? People could actually die.
Okay, but she would not say something like that, alright?
Guys, we need to go up there. We need to like use our spaceships and go. Yeah, okay, buddy, you keep telling yourself that. No, I am sick of bickering and playing I Spy and wasting my potential. I got my GED for this. I could have been an overnight manager at McDonald's. I am going to go out there and save them, even if it's by myself. For my name isn't Longstreth McGillicuddy.
That isn't daring. It's a cool name, but let's focus. If Carla is ever going to love me, I need to go to Mars and tell her how I feel.
But you can't just go to Mars without your citrus. You're going to get scurvy.
And for the crime of asking if everyone wants to hear the Seinfeld theme on the bass, you, Jack Morrell, are sentenced to death.
Wait, what are you doing?
Well, MarMar and Carla said it would be okay to like kill the bases, so.
Yeah, I get what you're seeing about the basis, but as HR, I'm gonna have to say no to murder. Sorry. Fine.
Excuse me? Could I have my rocks now? I haven't waited for anything in my life and I don't intend to start now.
All right, let me see. Thank you for your complaint. Your feedback has been noted.
I heard you were using the rocks to build statues of yourselves, and that seems unfair!
Yeah.
Thank you for your complaint. Would you like a complimentary Radio Shack gift card?
Oh man, I'm gonna buy the 0 Seconds to Mars CD!
Yeah, and you told me that the real rocks were the friends I made along the way, but really, that's just an overused trope.
Yeah, thank you for your feedback. Right, thank you for the Radio Shack.
Listen, guys. We know we promised rocks, but think about it. Rocks can buy material things, but love lasts forever. forever. Fuck the king and queen, right? Okay.
Wait, hold on a second.
Democracy! Oh, gross!
Oh, I see. You guys let the rebel teens get in power, and then they let it all go to the tip-top of their head.
Why, I ought to punch you in the tip-top of your head.
Do it, MarMar! Do it!
Hey, enough! Yes, it's me. From HR. I've had enough of these stupid regimes. I can't follow along with this plot. We in this colony have honestly probably missed our very last shot. Carla and MarMar promised us hope, sent to kiss those tyrants goodbye. You told us that we'd divide up the rocks, yet now you sit on your bed of lies. So what's the deal, MarMar? So what's the deal, Carla? Show's getting long, so I'm singing a song to show that you're both wrong. We want to be equal, and we don't want a sequel, so can everyone get along?
Oh, man. That bridge troll is totally tearing them a new bunghole.
Yeah! I think MarMar and Carla are getting tortured! What do you guys talk about? You're just as bad as they are. Yeah!
You made everyone's life super hard, much harder than they had to be. Sleeping in mobs or listening to drink, you mucked up our lives royally. So what's the deal, Vince Samuels? So what's the deal, Ann Anders?
We're married now!
Show's getting long, so I'm singing a song to show that you're both wrong. We want to be equal, but we don't want a sequel, so can everyone get along? Mars could be pleasant, Mars could be peaceful, Mars could have strength and love, just like in the Bible. As we've been living, Mars hasn't seen love. Mars could be everything I've ever dreamed of. So what's the deal, people? Do we want a sequel?
I am here to bring light to the darkness, to bring salvation, to show you God's plan. It's a hit banger.
Hey, wait a minute! Hey, how you doing? Meet my true love.
Matt, you came.
Yep, and I'm also here.
I have a plan to fix everything. So it involves a lot of Chobani, a little bit of porn. It's gonna be one.
I'm here. Hello.
Wait, shit! Hold
I'm here. Wait a minute. Where is Carla? Where's my girlfriend?
Carla, wait, what is this girlfriend business? Are you the virgin I spoke to?
It's just like, your voice made me think you look a little different.
Stay gone, you guys are curious to see the disaster that they made.
Okay, so I know how to fix everything. You know how Captain Smith died like 38 minutes ago?
Yeah.
So, she's back as a hologram, and she's experimenting with hair glitters.
Yes, babe. Hologram Captain Smith.
Oh my god, Tupac, is that you?
Yes. Anyway, I'm here to fill a few plot holes. In my will, I gave control to ground control. I also told you guys where to find fresh water, but you didn't listen to that either. All you grossers have been drinking is yellow Gatorade.
Wait, is this pre-recorded?
Yes, Samantha, it is.
I recorded this before I died, presumably in an awesome wave of Mars fire. And I died, but I saved the entire crew and my dearest stepchildren, Carla and MarMar. Oh,
We still hate you after what you did to Tom Hanks.
What did you do to Tom?
You don't want to know.
I am sure that the monument you built for my sacrifice is beautiful. And I think that you might have fought over power because my will was ambiguous and written in crayon on a napkin. But now I must put my foot down and tell you guys that ground control are your new leaders. They are the only virgins on board, and everyone knows that you cannot lead a colony once you've experienced the temptations of the flesh. Good luck, and roll tide.
Oh, there she goes. There she's going, never to be seen again. My unrequited love.
All right, so leadership. Right, yes, so as your new president.
No, I'm gonna be the new president.
Guys, let's not be hasty here. George Washington said stuff with factions and dictatorships that is just not a good idea. All right. First order of business, no Jews. You're allowed to be discriminated against. Come on.
What? That's amazing.
Wait, why do we need leaders anyway? They just mess everything up. Yeah.
All right.
I think she's right, babe. We're better as sociologists than leaders of a colony.
Yeah. And MarMar, we're better at writing acoustic covers of rap songs than actually leading an economics system.
And ground control should just go back to what we're best at. Being virgins and writing Amelia Earhart fanfic.
I'm gonna stop bullying my fucking idiot of a husband.
And I was bastardizing the radical ideology. You can't believe it until you read it, and I haven't read it.
And I fulfilled my character arc too.
Earth to find life on Mars, but instead we found each other. Comics nerds, good old Datt, Mamon, and a wacky sis and brother. May have had our differences, but now we all agree. We have learned we have the will to choose our destiny. Now
richest women in the galaxy. Mark fired Festive Kyle, who's now working on his comedy album, Kyle and Air, I'm Still Figuring Things Out. Mark now represents Datt Mamon, who's committed himself to increasing alien representation in Hollywood.
Samantha and Eliza got married. Matt and Derek got divorced.
MarMar DeCrunchy and the band moved to Venus to perform their album 90s Sounds, not realizing that the 90s was only a thing on Earth. He still texts Carla a Che Guevara quote every day. Scout went back to Earth, but quickly realized that his true passion was not controlling the ground, but controlling the global political sphere. He is enrolled at the Fletcher School of Law and Diplomacy. Finn realized he and Anne had a child on Earth, but the paternity test took 2 years to reach them. Sam now splits his time between his Mars Basketball Rec League and taking his son to Little League on Earth.
She's decided to give up sociology and anthropology and pursue a career in musical theater. Her go-to audition song is Maybe from Annie, but sung as a very old woman. She doesn't realize the horrible irony of singing a song about an abandoned orphan while abandoning her own child. Captain Smith loves being a hologram more than she loved the sinful crunch of Snickers candy. Being a hologram made her singing voice much worse. She's never felt hotter or more connected to other people. She watches her stepkids sleep, considers kissing them goodnight, but never works up the nerve. Carla DeCrunchy chose to be pre-bat mitzvahed on Mars. She was really nervous and nobody would come to her party because Mars is the lamest place in the world. Because we love Carla and all she's done for this colony. Speaking of, we'd like to give a special thanks and shout out to our amazing, amazing seniors. And excuse me, we just want to say that we love you and...
Yeah, sorry, there's one over here. So yeah, for a lot of you, like, comedy is like a super important community on this campus, and to be honest, the last 4 years would not be the same without these 6 seniors. This is their last musical, and it couldn't be more special, so thank you guys.